Hey guys, it's Anna. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over my winter fragrance recommendations. So jumping straight into it, one perfume that I just really associate with this time of year is Nishane Ani. I feel like this is so holiday winter coated. It's a warm spiced vanilla, so that scent profile just makes me think of this time of year. I remember smelling this for the first time. It was one of the first niche fragrances that I sampled, and I was just blown away with one, how rich it smelled, but also its performance. Like, this thing sticks around. Perfectly unisex. It smells very dressed up to me, like someone wearing practically a floor-length double-breasted wool coat and bundled up in this stunning scarf. Ani is for people who love their warm, spicy fragrances. This has a big dose of cardamom. It has a bit of a green touch, namely in the opening, a bit of fresh citrus, and then you also get this zesty kick of spice from the ginger. That's another prominent note that I pick up. This is a warm, resinous vanilla throughout the scent, but I feel like that benzoin and the woody notes come out even more as this heads into the dry down. And I get all day wear with strong projection. Narcotic Delight from Initio is a fragrance I really fell in love with this year right off the bat. Immediately when I smelled this, I knew I would be adding this to my collection. This is really sexy stuff. Every time I wear this, my boyfriend mentions how good I smell. This has a note of hedione, which apparently sets off the pleasure centers in the brain. It is a pleasure to smell. I feel like this is a fragrance to try if you're someone who's wanting to branch into the world of tobacco and boozy fragrances, because this is so smooth and the notes in here, they don't smell like they're competing to be the front and center note. I really get a shared experience between the cognac, tobacco, vanilla, cherry, pepper. So many times when cherry is thrown into a fragrance, that becomes the focus point of the scent. You can pick it up, but it's softer in here. You get like a bit of a cherry tobacco, a cherry booze, and the vanilla adds a smooth, soft sweetness. I think it smells fantastic on both men and women, and I wouldn't let those deeper notes scare you from trying it. And I get all day wear with strong projection. This right here is Valentino Uomo Intense. I am absolutely obsessed with this DNA. Like, this leathery iris vanilla, yes, it's marketed towards men, but it smells so good on me. I do love to layer it with a powdery vanilla specifically, because I feel like a vanilla such as Kayali Vanilla 28, it's not the same vibe of vanilla that's in here, so it doesn't quite come together in the way that I want, so I reach for specifically powdery vanillas. My go-to is Eau d'Italie Morn to Dusk. This has a beautiful aromatic quality. It has sage and juniper, but at the forefront, I get this dark iris, like a beautiful dark lipsticky iris with a powdery vanilla that doesn't smell sugary to me. Like, yes, it brings a sweetness to the scent, but it doesn't smell edible. There's also tonka bean and then a really smooth leather. I think this is so freaking sexy. One of my absolute favorite designer fragrances. So to me, it smells like two lovers who have embraced, walked away, and they walk away having the smell of the other person on them. A softly sweetened lipstick meets a cool leather jacket. And I get all day wear with strong projection. This is my most delicious recommendation. Ledda 20 Bourbon Brulee. She really did her thing. She did her thing with this one. This is totally the vibe I subscribe to. Gorgeous, creamy, boozy, gourmand. It has this gooey, warm caramel, vanilla, and tonka bean. It makes me think of cookies that are a little bit doughy and just have big old glops of caramel in them. It's very much so giving cozy in a cabin vibes. You're drinking spiked eggnog. There's coconut milk in here. It does not smell like coconut at all, not even a little bit. It just adds to the creamy factor of the scent. The bourbon whiskey is so dang smooth. I think this would make a great entry-level boozy fragrance, as long as, of course, you enjoy like gourmand leaning scents as well. But it doesn't go too sweet or literal gourmand. It's really, I think, perfectly balancing like the yumminess that you get from the gourmand notes, but there's also these deeper notes grounding it and really making it this elevated fragrance. I get a bit of plum in the opening and then a good amount of amberwood in the dry down. Delightful. And I get about 8 hours with moderate projection. Next up is Mind Games Double Attack. Every time I describe this perfume, people will tell me in the comments, it sounds like you're describing the Hogwarts dining hall, and that's exactly the imagery that comes to mind for me. It's the holidays at Hogwarts. You have the candles hovering in the air, the long dining tables just covered in goodies, sweets, treats, different breads, pastries. Like, it's a whole feast. You're getting the smell of warm spice in the air. Double Attack has a dark chocolate note. It's a gourmand that doesn't go that sweet. There's pimento, cinnamon, pink pepper, and there's also bitter orange, which makes me think of like those dried oranges that people make garlands out of. So I have that kind of association with it. It smells like the fireplace is on, the wood is crackling. You get a little bit of a smoky feel in there. And I get 8 hours with moderate projection. And then this is Dolce & Gabbana Velvet Zafferano. As you could assume from the name, this is a prominent saffron fragrance. And it's very multifaceted, that note in particular for me in here. I get both like a bit of a sweet, airy saffron. It's sensual, it's sexy, and then at times it also has a little bit of like a leather tinge to it. I also get a good amount of cistus in here, which lends an ambery feel to the perfume. And then we have tobacco, which smells like it has like a light, thin drizzle of honey in there, a little bit of that. The vanilla complements and just adds to the natural soft sweetness that some of these notes have. I feel like really gives it this addictive quality. As this warms up and goes deeper into the wear, I just feel like it gets more sexy. Very smooth, well done, luxurious smelling scent. Another one that smells very unisex. A lot of these scents pull that way. It has great performance. I get all day wear with a stronger projection. This perfume is one of my favorite releases from Lattafa. It combines, I feel like, the best parts of Viktor & Rolf Spice Bomb Extreme, Tom Ford Noir Extreme. It's so good. But then it also has a little bit of its own vibe in there. I do pick up a bit of a cola feel, and I do not need to go heavy-handed on this. Again, it's a strong projector, lasts all day for me. This thing is a beast. I don't think I'll even need to replace the bottle. It's a sexy, spiced, woody, resinous tonka bean scent. It's just got the perfect amount of gourmand in there, but then it's balanced with these bold, deeper notes to give it some edge. You get some nice earthiness, both warm spices and fresh spices, and then just this beautiful, dense tonka bean. Last but not least is Byredo Vanille Antique. I would describe this to be like an aged, boozy vanilla with a fruity plum accent in there. And this has been aging in wooden barrels for some time. It's also very warm, ambery, a very luxurious, established, like personal library comes to mind. It's dimly lit, moody. It's got like 20-foot ceilings and these deep burgundy curtains. There's definitely history in this place. So that's the vibe this gives me. Boozy plum, ambery vanilla, grand old library. And I get all day wear with strong projection. And that wraps up my list for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already. If you want to see me in any more videos, I'd appreciate it so much. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.